Hi, I'm Joan Newcomb, and today's Mystic Minute is When the Shift Hits the Fan. What is going on? Wouldn't it be wonderful if growth was just easy and effortless and relaxed and all pleasant and flowers and incense? What happens instead is you go through these increased awarenesses and it seems like everything goes to hell in a handbasket. Your whole life disintegrates. Everything falls apart. Things stop working. What is going on? Your reality gets razed to the ground. You're crawling through the fertilizer and mud to get out of it. Growth is messy, and we like it that way. We are continually growing, creating, and then renovating our lives. It's like having a house that needs not only continuous maintenance, but also upgrading and expansion. What was suitable for us when we were younger is not suitable for us now. We need a bigger container for ourselves. You can't really remodel without knocking out a wall. Now, some of us, most of us, many of us, try to do this from our personal awareness of what's going on now. So we divorce that person. We sell all our belongings and go to Europe. We burn bridges behind us. We try to create change in very overt ways, very destructive ways, because we think it's the only way to make things happen. At the same time, consciousness is always creating change. Evolution is always happening. You are never really stuck. The more attached you are to the things that aren't working, to the structures that you set in place that were really meant to be scaffolding and not the real foundation, the harder it is to let them go. The more painful it will be to see it disintegrate. And at the same time, as consciousness, it is easier to go through these growth experiences. It's easier to go through these losses when you're aware of the bigger picture, when you're holding a greater awareness of what is going on. This person is dying, you are midwifing them back to spirit. The divorce may not have to happen. It might be an evolutionary thing. Instead of trying to amputate and cauterize the wound, step back and let things naturally unfold. People transform. Now, if you're in a place where the shift is hitting your fan and you didn't think that you initiated it, it's all just happening to you, and why is it happening this way? Take a deep breath. As consciousness, you did create it, and you created it to happen this way. It may feel powerless in the moment. It might feel incredibly painful in the moment. I completely understand. I have been through very painful disintegrations of reality before that felt totally out of my power to stop. And in this weird kind of way, as consciousness, you're really excited by these changes. As consciousness, you're incredibly capable and creative. Let's try this in the storyline. As consciousness, there is no loss. Your loved ones are always still with you. As consciousness, there are no regrets and there are no mistakes. Because in a parallel universe, you still have that thing, you're still doing that, you're still with that person. It's all still going on. This gives you, in the moment, a tremendous amount of choices. How are you navigating this shift, this fan, this stuff coming at you? I've had these times in my life where it just feels like the straw that broke the camel's back, this point of no return. Everything falls apart. The scaffolding gives away and I collapse. How do you navigate these things? At some point, when you've gained some skill with navigating your life as consciousness, these experiences just become like hitting white water in your raft, and you very skillfully know how to get yourself through these rapids, and not bashed up on the rocks. If you're in the experience of feeling bashed on the rocks right now, relax and go with the flow. Do the next indicated thing. If the shift is flying too hard, you can't see too far in front of yourself, just take the next indicated step. There will be light at the end of the tunnel. This is getting better. You have created this as part of your expansion. You will come through this with greater emotional depth, greater maturity, greater awareness. And a really important navigational tip is to notice, are you reacting or responding to the shift going on? If you're in reaction mode, if you're being reactionary, if you are fighting or resisting the change that's coming on, that's not you as consciousness. That's not the part of you that you want navigating this shift. You can feel the feelings and you can still be navigating as consciousness. You can be letting your inner wisdom guide you through this. When you're connected to your inner wisdom, you know the next step to take. You know how to get through to the next day. This shift is really very exciting. So fasten your seatbelts, hang in there. I'll see you on the other side. And if you like these videos, you can subscribe to them on YouTube. You can sign up below to get them in your inbox. If you want to know more, my website is joan-newcomb.com. I put out a weekly radio show and podcast. I write a weekly blog and e-zine. I do these videos a couple times a week. I do meetups around the Puget Sound in Seattle, Tacoma, Bellevue, University Place, and Olympia. I do a monthly webinar for folks that can't get to any of those places. And if you want to know more about navigating your life as consciousness, you can work with me. In 12 weeks, you can completely transform your life. To find out more, go to joan-newcomb.com and see my coaching programs. And I'll see you in another couple days with another Mystic Minute.